Take tip: how to block location tracking on your phone. Smartphones have become valuable tools for helping to organize our lives. However, the device can also capture personal data and location information that users might want to keep private. Here are some tips suggested by Associated Press AP to help smartphone users limit the collection of private data on personal devices. Check con IPA đây. IPA check. IPA check luôn nha. Devices. Đấy, devices. How does a smartphone track your location? All a user has to do is open a phone's map tool to search for restaurants or other business to activate data tracking. Similarly, 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 similarly. Okay. Không biết trọng âm từ đâu.
Similarly.
Similarly.
Similarly. Similarly.
Similarly. Someone choosing to look up the price of a product online can unknowingly permit the smartphone to track the user's location and share data with others. Darren Gushuan is the shift. I don't know. Chief hay ship. Chief.
Chief executive.
Darren is the chief executive of US-based internet security company Keeper Security. He told the AP that many apps, from fitness tracking to navigation, can record data signals that show us users' movements, both physical and digital. Mình không biết đọc tên. I don't know how to pronounce the name of someone. Guccioni's advice to users is to turn on location tracking only when necessary, such as during navigation, emergencies, or sharing updates with trusted contacts. He adds that after this kind of necessary tracking is complete, users should immediately turn off location tracking. Identify your app permissions. One step to limit smartphone tracking is to identify and change app permissions settings. To do this, iPhone users can first go to the device privacy and security settings, then go to location service. Khoan, service hay okay, service. Không biết đâu, service là cái gì? Services. Survive sống sót à hay sao? Services. Okay, again. Identify your app permission. One step to limit smartphone tracking is to identify and change app permission settings. To do this, iPhone users can first go to the device privacy and security settings, then go to location services to check settings for individual apps. Internet security experts. Internet security experts. Expert. Expert. Experts. Okay. As Internet security experts say, it is not a good idea to let apps always use your location in the background. Instead, get the app to either ask first before using your location, or use it only when the app is open. A user, okay. A user can also choose the setting that never lets an app track location. The process works a little differently for Android phones because manufacturers have different versions. In general, Android users should go to Settings, then go to Location to turn the setting on or off for all apps. Add trackers to avoid being tracked. Okay. To avoid being tracked by advertising systems. Okay. To avoid being tracked by advertising systems. Then, to avoid being tracked by advertising systems, privacy experts suggest that users block advertising identifiers. Đúng không? Identifiers on Android or Apple devices. This can stop third parties okay. This can stop third parties from tracking ads to target users. To do this, iPhone users can go to the privacy setting, then find Apple advertising, then turn off personalized ads. On newer Android phones, users should go to the privacy setting, then to ads and choose delete advertising ID. Yeah. Check your Google account along with app permissions for your device. Security experts say it is a good idea to along with app permissions for your device. Security experts say it is a good idea to look closely at your Google account to make sure it's not tracking you. Câu này lại lại. Along with app permissions for your device, security experts say it is a good idea to look closely at your Google account to make sure it's not tracking you. To find this out, go to myaccount.google.com and find data and privacy. Users can find location history controls there. Under recent changes, the history will be removed after 3 months, although users can change that setting as well. To find this out, go to myaccount.com. To find this out, go to myaccount.google.com to find data and privacy. Users can find location history controls there. Under recent changes, the history will be removed after 3 months, although users can change that setting as well. How to use web browsers. How to use web browsers. Popular web browsers for smartphones like Safari or Chrome could also give away location information. Try using one that does not store your data. Such browsers include DuckDuckGo, Firefox, Focus on Firefox Focus, or Ecosia. If a privacy-protected browser needs to identify your location through an IP address, it will ask first before doing so. These kinds of browsers will also let users easily remove internet cookies and other web browsing data. Find my device. Phones or tablets can also be tracked with Apple's Find My. Okay, we can speak again. Find my device. Phones or tablets can also be tracked with Apple's Find My or Google's Find My Device services designed to recover lost devices. Users can turn this tool off if they think someone was able to take control of their Apple to Google account and is using it for tracking. Ok, sắp hết rồi. Block the signal. 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 Block the signal. Some cybersecurity websites advise using a smartphone's airplane mode to block tracking operations, but some experts say this does not always turn off all tracking signals. Users should not depend on this setting alone to block data collection. A better tool in many situations could be a signal blocking Faraday bag. These block all wireless wire. Thiếu chữ error. Wire. Oh.
Wireless.
Wireless. Chả biết âm nè không? Đâu rồi? Okay. These block all wireless signals to the smartphone. Experts suggest testing the bag to make sure data is actually being blocked. While such bags can be helpful, devices kept inside the containers cannot be used blindly. Okay, some word in this story. Location is a noun, a place where someone goes or something happens. Track, to follow the movements of something. Navigation. Found. Okay, navigation. Yeah, navigation, a method to find the right direction to travel in by using maps or other equipment. Digital. Khoan. Trọng âm. Digital. Digital, any kind of information that is changed from electrical or physical to a form that used by computers. Cookie, a small data files that are stored on an internet user's computer as they browse different websites. tablet, a small computer as uses a touch screen. Bag, a container made of paper plastic that is used for carrying things. Okay, tiếng nói mình sẽ okay, so after this article I will summarize it. Okay, I have written down some notes on my notebooks, so I will using the information to make sure that I will be on my track. Đúng nhỉ? I will be on my track. Okay. So this article is, I don't know, quên mất rồi. Đây. Okay, tech tip. How to block location tracking on your phone. How to block location tracking on your phone. Okay. Okay, so after read all the article on the VOA Special English, and now I'm going to summarize this article. The title is Tech Tip: How to Block Your Location Tracking on Your Phone. Okay, I will divide this article into two parts. One is how to smartphones device track your location, and the second is some tips to block your location tracking on the devices. Okay, so let's get started. Let's start. Nowadays, many devices are. Nowadays, smartphones become popular in many countries. We can use smartphone for every problem. We can use smartphone for the works, for education or entertainment. So in spite of the advantage of smartphones, many devices are being tracked. Nghe cái mẹ không ổn lắm. So if you want to keep the private information in your device, you should know some tips I'm going to present to you right now. Okay. So how to smartphone devices track your location. Your device can track your location when you have to open a map tool on your phone to search some places like the parks, the restaurants, or some particular places you want to visit. When you want to look up the prices of some products online or share data with others, maybe when you are going outside and someone want to give your data like Wi-Fi, you can share the data to the others. So it's also a way that your device can track your location. Mid-Darren is a trip. Mid-Darren is a chief executive of Keeper Security Company told that many apps on your devices can record data signals on signals. For this reason, we should turn your location tracking in some necessary situations, and after that we can turn off the location tracking to protect our private information. We can go through the second part. Some tips to block location tracking on the devices. Tip number 1 is identify your app permissions. Okay. To protect your your information, you can set locations tracking permissions for individual apps. You should not let app track your location in background when you don't use any apps to find the places like map tools. Okay. Tip number 2 is you should look closely advertising trackers. You can block advertising identifiers on your smartphone and delete advertising ID on your devices. Tip number 3, check your Google account. Make sure that your Google account cannot track your data. And after 3 months using this Google account, you should remove all the history on all of device you use this Google account. Okay. Tip number 4. In this tip, I will show you how to use web browsers. There are so many browsers you can use on your smartphones or other devices like tablets, and you should look up the information about these browsers. Mình không biết từ detail. Okay. Skip. Remember that only use the web browsers cannot store your data, and if the browsers need your location, they will ask you for the permission at first. Tip number 5 is find my device tool on your iPhone or Android devices. If you think there is someone is using the Find My Device tool to track your location, it's better to be it's better to turn this tool off. Đấy rồi. Okay. And the final tip is block the signal by turn the airplane mode on your devices. Okay. We will learn some vocabularies in this story, and I will make some examples with these vocabularies. Okay, location. I know this word. Location. Many apps on your phones can track your location, so it is better to turn off the location tracking permissions if you do not use it. Cứ chọn thế nào. Track. Okay, track. Track. Okay, track verb. I will track all of your tasks. Đúng. Navigation, a method to find the right direction to travel in by using maps or other equipment. Navigation. I know navigation in one website. It is this. So I need the right navigation when I have to conduct a trip. Digital. Now I'm working in digital marketing field. Cookie. Do you want some cookie? When okay. Tablet. It's same smartphone bag. Okay, it's not new. Location.